This is a follow-up video to the one I made yesterday about Korn's music video coming undone. I've had a lot of people make comments about this video. Like I stated, it's all about mocking God's firmament, with breaking the firmament within the video. Now, again, people have claimed that this man here, the lead singer, Jonathan Davis, is basically a so-called conspiracy theorist. He called Barack Obama an Illuminati puppet. Understand, once again, like I stated so many times, the world's a stage and he's part of it. Just take a look at his handle on Twitter. He goes by J Devil. This is all about duality. His initials are JD. So you got John Davis Evil, or JD Evil, and also right underneath at JD Evil 33. That's all you need to see. It's the devil, the 33, and this whole entire concept. Also indulgence instead of abstinence. J Devil or JD Evil, aka Jonathan Davis of Korn. Now, one thing I want to point out before I show a little details of this photo, let's look at some other musicians in the music industry. And again, musicians are more like actors than anything else. Given their concepts of their designs, what you see, their names as well. Just a perfect example. Take a look again with all the CCs for 33. With Christopher Cross. He was born Christopher Geppert. You get, again, this is mockery of Christ with Christopher as in Christ Cross. You have C.C. DeVille as in 33 Devil, who was born Bruce Anthony Johannesson. And also Chris Cornell with the false look of Christ with the long hair. And also his name, he was born, I should say, Christopher Boyle. Again, the C.C. for 33. So understand, these people are just puppets, nothing more than sellouts. It's the only way you're going to make it in the music industry, if you sell out. If you have talent and you're not going to sell out, you're not going to make it in the music industry or movie industry for that matter. Now, getting into more details about this supposed conspiracy theorist, the lead singer of Korn, just take a look at those eyes and they'll tell you everything you need to know. These are the eyes, these darkened eyes. It's all about demon possession, and I'll show this right now when it comes down to it. Take a look at Beyonce at the Super Bowl halftime show. The concert first started, her eyes. Just take a look. And as the concert went on, you see her eyes become darkened. Believe this or not, this represents demon possession. Now, taking a look here at Beyonce when she first got on stage right before the performance, just take a look at her during the performance. It's complete alteration. I mean, this is completely disgusting. All basically distorted. These arms, these legs. This is basically grotesque. Look at the difference here. Give me a break. Now, if you find this, you might say, oh, this is just, crazy talk. They got a still of her and she just, they caught her at a bad moment. Just take a listen to what she says here during an interview. And she basically talks about the transformation during this interview. From Beyonce to Sasha Fierce. Two alter personalities. Take a listen.
She can do things that I cannot do when I'm in rehearsal. I mean, I can try, but then it just doesn't happen. I can sing notes and sing strong and do all these things that when I'm just by myself, I can't do. And I remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up, and it was kind of the first time I felt something else come into me.
She's talking about the demon possession once again. It's like I showed here. Split image. This is just a joke. It's out of her own mouth. She says it with her own mouth. Getting back to Jonathan Davis again, or J Devil, as he calls himself, J Devil 33. Just take a look at these eyes once again. Now, before getting back to Beyonce, let's take a look here once again at JD Evil, or J Devil. From this one interview he did, actually, a fan walked up to this autograph signing and asked him a question about politics, and he basically endorsed Ron Paul during this quick little question he had during this autograph signing. If you're awake, you know votes do not count. So him endorsing Ron Paul means nothing. Ron Paul is nothing more than a Luciferian. It's all part of the world stage. People are awake, they'll know that. Now, again, talking about deceivers, here's another one with Dave Mustaine of Megadeth. Here with Alex Jones. You know, anybody that goes on Alex Jones' show is a deceiver just like him. They're not going to have real truth speakers appear on Alex Jones. Okay? Take a look. They're all buddy to buddy together. Two deceivers, hand in hand. Now, going back in time a little bit, take a look at Dave Mustaine and James Hetfield when they're both part of Metallica. Again, these people don't change. 9 times out of 10, or usually 10 times out of 10, when they say they're a former Satanist, that they still are. You know, that's what deceivers do. First thing when you hear someone say, I'm a former Satanist, you got to be very, very cautious. I'm not saying every single one, but in this case, just look at who they're still associated with. It's pretty easy to figure out. Now, getting back on topic with Beyonce. Kind of got off topic a little bit, but again, it all relates with these deceivers and these Satanists. Take a look again at this outfit with Beyonce. And what do you see here with the whole entire concept? You're going to see Baphomet. See the goat's head incorporated within her outfit. Now, I think that's not the case. Oh, this is, you're seeing things that are not there. Take a look here. Okay? There you go. There's the goat's head. Basically, Baphomet, as you see here. Masonic, satanic goat god. You don't think this woman is a Satanist? You are completely in denial. Completely deluded. Take a look at the left-hand devil horns. This is the satanic way, the left-hand path. Okay, take a look here with her sticking her tongue out. They don't do this for no reason. Okay, they know the Bible inside and out. Like I said, from Isaiah 57:4, whom do you mock, making faces and sticking out your tongues, you children of sinners and liars? So you understand the entire concept with all these deceivers, basically either satanic or they're minions of the Satanists that own and control this world. And again, another thing I found very interesting with Beyonce, I always talk about the 33, and it's always going to be there one way or another. Okay? And here you go. Beyonce just happens to be 33. This is the devil's number. 1/3 of angels were thrown from heaven. That makes you 33%. This is why they're obsessed with this number 33. Okay, that's them as a group combined. They are the 33%, and this is what it's all about. Now, again, I showed the darkened eyes with Beyonce and Jonathan Davis. Okay, now take a look here. It also applies to light eyes. You see here. Now, this is for a music video. I'm not saying this is real possession, but again, this represents demon possession. Just as you see here, one and the same. Now, taking a look here at this photography by this man named Terry Richardson. You see him here with Miley Cyrus, of course. This guy has many, many photos online. If you look them up, a lot of them are very extremely, basically graphic, pornographic. A lot of sexual innuendo, not even innuendo, 100% pornographic. Now, one thing to notice, he has a cross. I tell this to Christians all the time. Do not wear a cross. It's an engraved image. The Bible's against this. These Satanists wear a cross. This is basically their way of saying we crucified Christ and like their celebration mark. Do not wear a cross. Okay, now take a look again at Terry Richardson's one of his photos, one of his many photos, in one here. It's with this woman with the upside down pentagram. You have the goat symbolism, again with the cross. Just taking a closer look. Again, another form of demon possession. There's either the completely darkened eyes or the light eyes. Another image of Jonathan Davis here. Now, understand what's taking place. Like I stated many times, the Satanists know the Bible inside out. There's a reason this man is covering his right eye. It all goes down to Zechariah 11:17, where it mentions how the Antichrist, his right eye will be darkened, blinded in the right eye. This is why you see all these so-called Hollywood and music industry celebrities covering the right eye. These are all sellouts to Satan. I'm not saying they are all Satanists per se, but definitely sellouts to Satan. Now, a very interesting connection, again, with Terry Richardson. Take a look at this photo. Look who he's with. And there you go. Barack Obama. Just amazing what's taking place here. This man, I believe, is the Antichrist himself. Getting back to this photo. Now, taking a look at this photo here. You see him here. This man is a bisexual. Take a look here. And Obama, of course, zero doubt, like it states in the Bible, how the Antichrist will not have desire for women. That's why I always talk about Michelle Obama being really Michael, first gay couple in the White House. There's been many, many gays, of course, in the White House.
And if Washington doesn't have enough to talk about these days, the Washington Times reported today that unidentified White House aides in the Carter, Reagan, and Bush administrations now are being investigated for using the services of a call boy ring. The paper reports that 2 of the male prostitutes were given a late-night tour of the White House last year. The White House press secretary, Marlin Fitzwater, said he knew nothing of this investigation. NBC's Lisa Myers reports her sources in the U.S. Attorney's Office say the investigation is not focusing on prostitution, but on fraud involving the use of credit cards to pay for the call boy services.
There's been many, many gays, of course, in the White House. Basically, the very first real gay couple, Michelle, basically Michael, a man in drag. Now, talking about Obama in this photo, a lot of people don't understand the occult. They don't understand what's taking place. First off, Satanism, just like Freemasonry, one and the same. They love this dual image. Basically, the mirror image is all about duality. Now, again, there's so much occult taking place here. He's blinded in the right eye. Of course, this is a reflection. It looks like the left eye, but actually, this is, of course, his right eye sticking out the tongue once again. Just like I pointed out earlier with Isaiah 57:4. Sticking your tongues out to mock. Like it states in the Bible, God will not be mocked. And this is why they do it. And again, getting back to Terry Richardson in this photo. This says it all again with covering the right eye. He knows exactly what he's doing. Again, if you look him up online, he has photos with many, many celebrities. Michael Jordan, Miley Cyrus, the list goes on and on. Kanye West. It's unbelievable. It's all a big club, and he's definitely a Satanist, part of this big club of deceivers and liars and Satanists. Now, getting back to the ball earth, seems like I'm getting off topic, but again, I want to get back to Jonathan Davis in his video with coming undone and breaking the firmament. Now, again, taking a look at the firmament itself once again here. See the sun and the moon within. Now, found this pretty interesting. A sub brought this to my attention with this photo from Kate Bush. It's going back to 1982, and you see her wearing a dunce hat holding the ball earth. Get a little bit of a close-up. Again, it's basically telling you you're a real dunce if you believe in the ball earth. Now, I find this pretty interesting. A movie based on alien invaders, these reptilians, and the woman leader named Diana. And what do you see right in front of her? People have no understanding of the firmament, God's firmament, the whole concept. And that's right in front of her. Clearly see she's holding. You can clearly see the sun and the moon within. And this is the path going around the flat earth. Exact model as you see here. Again, this is how Satanists work on 100% mockery. Now, again, I talk about the so-called illuminated ones, the Illuminati. Like I said, the connection with Illuminati. They love a play on words. Illuminati basically means illuminated and naughty. And they all think the general public is stupid. For those that keep falling for the ball earth lies, just keep proving them right. How they love to mock you, you believers of lies, you lover of lies, where it says sex in the clouds, okay? Like I stated before, there was an S here, an E here, or X there, or for it to be all written out right here in front of your face. What a complete joke, what a complete mockery. Again, talking about the Illuminati, like I showed yesterday in that video with Disney and the phallus symbol within the castle, the gold castle. Once again, George Lucas with Star Wars with this card, the Illuminati. Now, I found this pretty interesting. This quote from George Lucas going back to the late 90s. And it says here, why is the public so stupid? This is from a 1997 book. It's called Easy Riders, Raging Bulls. A little bit of a closer look. Again, just mocking all the millions and millions of fans that basically worship him in his Star Wars movies. And they don't understand the occult like I showed yesterday. The firmament in plain sight within the Lucasfilm logo. You have, again, the sun and the moon and the LTD for limited, as in you're limited, you can't get past the dome. Again, this is all what's taking place in this world. All these deceivers you see on TV. It's funny, George Lucas says, with his character, Yoda from Empire Strikes Back, you must unlearn what you have learned. And very few understand that concept. They grasp on lies. They don't understand our entire world system is a lie. And you truly must unlearn what you have learned to understand what's taking place in this world. Nothing but deception.